My name is Candice Timmons.
And my name is John Timmons.
Well, over the course of the last 10 years, I started having back pain and sciatica, as well as scoliosis. And the pain just continually got worse. This past year, it was really affecting my everyday life. Around November, December of last year, I had this flare up and it was just, I was in constant pain. I couldn't function anymore. The best I could do was to be able to get out of bed to go to the bathroom. My 18-year-old daughter really became my second caregiver on top of John. John was able to work from home. It was difficult. I told John, I said, you either take me to urgent care or you take me to the emergency room. I cannot handle this pain anymore. And when we went to the urgent care doctor gave me a shot to help relieve the pain. He really didn't do much of anything. He gave me another medication. So here I was trying multiple medications over the course of the last year. But he did refer me to Dr. Shivitz, a pain management doctor.
I can remember it distinctly. Candice was unfortunately unable to walk. She was barreled over in pain. When she came to us, we spent an extensive amount of time taking a look at her imaging, doing a formal physical examination, and determining what we thought was the appropriate treatment regimen for her. I thought her symptoms were so severe that I wanted to make sure that one of our colleagues from the Hoag Spine Center were involved in her care. And that's when I got Dr. Adam Kanter involved.
Their office made arrangements to get me in quickly, and he immediately contacted Dr. Kanter's office.
Well, if I could, before we could even see Dr. Kanter, we actually had an appointment we had to cancel because her pain was so bad. And her pain management, the doctor had given her some injections that got her to the point we were at least able to get her into the car. But that's how we were referred, and we were able to meet with Dr. Kanter and Gina Duell.
My name is Gina Duell. I'm the neurosurgical physician assistant for Dr. Adam Kanter at the Hoag Spine Center. My role in Candice's care as a physician assistant for Dr. Kanter is that first touch with the patient. Patient comes into our practice and their first interaction in how we care for our patients is with me. When Candice came to see us, she was in such pain that her husband had to wheel her in a wheelchair. And when I saw her in the exam room, she was laying flat on the exam table and couldn't move. Because she had already completed all of those conservative treatment options through our comprehensive team approach, we were able to facilitate bringing her back into the operating room.
They wheeled me in, and I was laying down on the gurney when Dr. Kanter came in.
Candice came and saw me because she was in severe pain and essentially disability. She had been having issues with her back for coming up on a year, but to the point that over the last several weeks, she became wheelchair bound. Candice has a general diagnosis of degenerative disc disease. She also had a olisthesis, which is a lateral angulation of the spine, and as well as a rotatory angulation, but her pain syndrome was specifically coming from two levels in her spine where she had these disc spaces collapse down and compress the nerves. Her diagnosis is very common. In fact, as we talk about degenerative disc disease, it's something that we all have. It's not truly a disease, it's simply degeneration of the spine. And as we all age, as we hit our 40s, 50s, 60s, and subsequent decades, we all develop degenerative disc disease. Unfortunately for Candice is that her degenerative disc disease started causing that angulation, so she ended up with a degenerative scoliosis. She had already had those conservative treatments and was now at a point where she needed something that was more invasive. The good news is we have lots of options, including minimally invasive techniques. So when she came and saw us, we felt that it was time to do something about it. Brought her to the operating room and performed a minimally invasive type of procedure.
Since I've had surgery, I feel 1,000 times better. The pain that I had prior to surgery was completely gone, and it was immediate. It wasn't like it took time for it to go away. The pain was just gone. And it just was miraculous. I can't remember a time where I didn't have pain when I was walking or going up steps or even just sitting. And that pain was just completely gone.
It was instantaneous. And I remember when she came out of surgery, obviously the recovery from the procedure was there, but since her surgery, I have my wife back. She had lived with such pain for so long, it kind of overwhelmed her own personality. She literally has joy back in her face and in her life. And to have that back again, it's an incredible blessing and a gift that neither one of us plan on wasting.
She was disabled. That disc herniation in her back was so severe, she couldn't even walk, she couldn't do anything, she couldn't function in life. She's back to life, she's back working, she's back doing all the stuff that she loves. Pain causes everybody to change in the way that they act, the way they behave.
First thing I wanted to do once I was able to be mobile is I'm a huge Disney fan, so my daughter and I went to Disneyland. It was really great to be able to walk the park and not be in pain. I was able to experience that fun with my daughter, and I'm hoping to be able to do some of the Disney run and walk events, probably starting next year.
She literally went from not being able to walk at all, which was something she enjoyed so much, to now she could walk for miles. It's like a second shot at life.
With patients that have spine disease, they are severely disabled. I mean, their lives can be completely changed, as we saw with Candice. And being able to employ surgical interventions that enable us to get them back to being who they are, back to themselves, is extremely gratifying. And there's a lot more people that have spine disease that we can get back to being themselves again. What makes Candice's story unique is that she's just like the rest of us, is that she wasn't trying to get back on the football field. She was simply trying to be a human being. She was trying to get up out of bed and put her pants on and be able to walk and live and take care of her family. We take very much for granted being able to have a life and not have to think about, my gosh, I have to wake up today and deal with this debilitating pain and live this life. But there's lots more to learn. Every day we're learning new techniques, new procedures and interventions, and the point is, here at Hoag, more than anywhere that I've been in the past, the future is very, very bright.